Hello, beautiful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Honestly, I'm here, the creator and writer of the Honestly Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter geared towards millennials who are truly trying to get their shit together. And I'm here for another daily motivational video where we use the tarot to become the alchemists of our lives. A little bit about me. I do not just use the tarot. I use God and customs in the same sentence. I may mispronounce some things, but if it does not stop Charlamagne and God, it will not stop me. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Angel number 27. God, what messages do you have for us to become the alchemists of our life, to help bring heaven on earth, or just to do magic in public? The message I'm grateful peeked up at me. So God is saying, just be grateful for your life. No matter what is going wrong or what's going right, just know that life is as it should be. Everything is as it should be. That's a really good mantra I tell myself, and I'm getting reminded to remember. That's the purpose of mantras. When your mind starts to worry, when you start to get anxious, the purpose of mantras and for affirmations is to give you a single focus, to bring your mind back to the present moment. And so, God, what do you want us to know this week or this month as we're going throughout our day? I am worry-free. I am worry-free. I release worry over things I cannot control. Instead, I choose to focus on things that are pleasing to me. When I release worry, I allow room for solutions to enter my life. I am worry-free. And so God is saying, whenever you find yourself in this place of where you're worried about what's going on, what's the future, what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen today, I want you to just come back to this present moment. Angel number 145, and just tell yourself, I'm worry-free. Everything is as it should be. I want you to start, if only maybe for a week, at least do it for a month. Let's do this challenge for ourselves. Let's start this challenge for ourselves today. That for this day forward, for the next month, we are only going to focus about the things that we need to do for that day. Only that day. So if your count's in a negative, only for that day, I want you to ask yourself, do you have everything you need? Do you have gas in your car? Do you have food in your fridge? Do your dog have food in their bowls or in the cabinets? Do you have clothes on your back? Is your lights on? Is your cable on? Is your internet on? So really, does it fucking matter if your account's in a negative? No. Today, it don't matter. I want you to live your life on a day-to-day basis. Only worry about the things that you have to do for that day. And even for the things that you have to do to that day, when you start to panic, say you're worry-free. Start talking to yourself. Walk yourself through the steps. All right, we got to do this. We got to do that. Give yourself solutions. I promise you, if you start journaling every single morning and you have a problem, you will figure out. Your mind will give you a solution. You won't even fucking realize it. It happened to me. I didn't even know. Honestly, I feel like I wasn't even thinking about my my IG page. And God, I was writing and literally wrote it down, and then I looked up wait, what the fuck? God, wait, now I'm going back to Instagram? Wait, what? You just told me how to do Instagram. But when you stop worrying about things that you have no control over, and you just focus on what you do have control over, God, your angels, your ancestors will give you solutions for the shit you can't control. That's the process. So just for this month, from today on, we're only going to worry about 24 hours. We're only going to allow ourselves to go up to 24 hours of planning, of thinking, of worrying. And when you find yourself over worrying or being, panic, you get in a swirl, say, I'm worry free. Talk to yourself. What do you have to do that day? How can you solve that problem? You ain't got no money right now. Okay, fine. Do you need to have money right now? Yes, you do. Who's one person that you can call? Oh, you can call your brother. Okay, call your brother. Get your pride aside that you got to even call. Let that go. Be happy that you have a solution to your problem. Angel number 444. 24 hours at a time. That's how we about to start living, okay? I'm going to, let's get a tool to figure out why this is so important. God, give us a tool that we can use. Okay, nope. That was so funny. It was like, no. All right, God, what blessing comes to us if for the next month we decide to be worry free? What if we decide to live our life on a daily blessing, on a daily basis? What blessing comes to us, God? Ooh, angel number 25 as well. This is a 7. Very spiritual. That's my number, y'all. 7 becomes my number. That's my number now. Still in that bitch. What the fuck? You can't steal a whole fucking number. Yo, that's how I be talking about stuff. I be talking about stuff crazy in here. Angel number 545. I be like, I'm coming for Shakespeare, bitch. Coming for your fucking title, nigga. Like, what the fuck? It was the 18th century. You should have You should have been writing the greatest shit ever. I want that title now. It's like, oh, it's funny. Kinda. Yo, I really want to be great. Okay. All right. Now is the blessing, which that makes so much sense. God says, if we allow ourselves, don't listen to me get my ego trip. If we allow ourselves to live worry-free and to only live, to live on a daily basis and to choose to be worry-free, God is saying he is going to impart the blessing of now on our life. Now is the blessing. Life is a timeless moment in the external. Now you perceive a yesterday, today, and tomorrow, but in reality, there is only now. Focusing on the past or the future keeps you from fully living and receiving life blessing. Bring your awareness within and you will receive a timeless blessing. So God is saying when you start to live on a daily basis and only, planning and worrying about the next 24 hours, you will realize that you will live little timelessness, and also, I don't like that. Cancel or delete. I honestly feel like what God is trying to get you to understand is that there is really no such thing as the past. Like, it is done, girl. Like, it's no going back. Ain't no thinking about, like, there is no thinking of the past that's going to fix it. Like, you can't resolve it. Like, and it's so crazy because so many of us, we spent our life in our past and we feel depressed by that. Like, so many of us are like walking around as our childhood selves in our adult bodies. Like stuff that people said to us when we were a kid, we're walking around feeling like we're still that. And we're not. Like, I had to tell myself, stop fucking talking about people that used to talk about you in high school. Bitch, you're not in high school no more. You're not her no more. You got to tear off those labels that people impart on you because you're not that anymore. That is done. It's a brand new day. And it's only staying alive because you keep living it over and over in your mind. So God is saying, let go. Let it go. Angel number 820. And then you worrying about the future. You worrying about what could possibly happen. Again, it's stupid because it ain't go. What you worrying about what could possibly happen? It ain't even happened yet. What is the point of that? God gave us a message last week. Release this illusion of control. You don't have fucking control. And that's why a lot of us, we over plan and we call ourselves control freaks and we're trying to plan out. But it's like, you don't even have control over that. You can plan anything to meticulous thing, like to the minute. That's why I get. To the smallest detail, trying to use big words. That's what I get. To the smallest details. And you can get to the airport and the whole fucking airport can be shut down. COVID can happen. My thing is, y'all, if post-COVID world ain't told you you ain't got control over shit, then what are you really doing? How are you really living right now? My thing is, what happened in 2020 was so fucking unprecedented. I can't speak today. Angel number 937. It was so crazy. God, stop you trying to use these words. That's your problem. Okay. I'm hear you. But it was so out of this world, something that we never thought would happen. Like, even the fucking NBA shut down, nigga. Like, you never thought that would happen. And yet, you're still walking around trying to live to normal standards. You're still trying to be normal. You still trying to get back to the old way of doing things. Clearly, the world is not what we thought it was. Be grateful for all of your experiences, for all in life serves a purpose. There is a blessing in that did or didn't happen. There is a blessing unfolding this very moment. Listen to your heart and follow its wisdom. Be mindful, for the journey is just as important as the destination. There's a blessing for everything that happened and didn't happen. You're so stuck on what didn't happen, what you didn't do, what you didn't major in, who you didn't fuck, who you wasn't friends with, what trips you didn't go on, that you ain't doing shit right now in your present moments. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? You're so focused on the shit that happened in the past that you are paralyzed right now. You're stuck because you keep thinking about that shit. Those people are gone, living a life. They're not thinking about you. You're so focused because of high school. You're so focused on who's going to talk about you and, oh my God, when I go out in the world, they're going to feel like I'm a loser. When you have, nobody's fucking thinking about you. People are so self-absorbed. Nobody is thinking about you nearly as much as you think they are. Nobody. And I say this from experience, boo. I say this as somebody who struggled with it. I was scared to go to restaurants by myself, scared to go out of town by myself because I didn't want people to be like, oh, she's a loser, she's lonely. But that's some high school shit. There's grown ass women. Tracy Ellis Ross, she talks about it proudly. Angel number 1212, how she goes out and travel and go on solo trips and she looks forward to it. Grown ass women is not afraid to be in their own fucking company. That's some little girl shit. A divine being is not afraid to go out into the world because they know that they are a divine being and they know that likes attract likes. So as they stand in their own power, as they go out into the world, they're only going to attract like. They're only going to attract more people that's like them. Angel number 1240. So what you really scared for? What you worried about? And my thing is, you worrying about what can happen, you're projecting and you're hoping and you're going to make the worst shit happen because of you worrying. So there's really no point in worrying. I realized, like, for almost a year, I was like in this pattern of like, well, they the reason why we not together, and he didn't do this, and I shouldn't have did this, and I shouldn't have said that, and they did this, and then, like, for a year. Meanwhile, they are living their life, traveling, having parties. Ain't nobody even thinking about me. While I'm over here having this internal battle in my fucking mind with ghosts, with air. It's silly. We blame other people, but it's time for us to take accountability within ourselves. Angel number 1350. We are the source of our own turmoil. We are the ones that are keeping ourselves in depression because we keep thinking about it. We keep worrying about it. But God is saying you can change that. You can change it today by starting to only live on a daily basis, 24 hours in advance, trusting that you have everything that you need right now and allowing God to deliver the rest. Guys, as I'm speaking to you, I'm thinking about, like, for this last month or so, I think I talked to y'all about how I was so disappointed that I really wanted to be on vacation next week. I really wanted to be on a vacation. And at first I was like beating myself up because I'm like, damn, like, you just not planning, you like you just ain't on your shit, like beating myself up not realizing like, your car has went down 3 fucking times. You had to get a new transmission. You like, like it's just like so much stuff has been happening to you. Like even when you went on vacation, some of that shit happened. It's like shit has happened. And it's like, why you keep beating yourself up? And what I'm realizing as I'm speaking to you guys, the everything that's happening is the things that I have like control issues over, where I find my sense of security. I find my security in being able to be like, I can provide for myself. I find my security in being like, I got money in the bank. I know I'm set. I can take care of myself. I find security in that. Like, it literally comforts me to go grocery shopping and be able to, like, look and like open my refrigerator and see a full ass refrigerator. I like being able, like, it's comfort to me, and it's a security mechanism to be able to feed myself on a daily basis. It sounds silly, but it's because of my childhood. And it honestly took from my brother because something else happened with some money shit, and I cried again. And my brother, like, you crying over the wrong shit. And like, as I'm speaking to you and I'm thinking about him, I realize it's because God is trying to tell me, like, your security doesn't come in your bank account. He's trying to get me to see my security is not there. My security is in trusting him. Because every time something fell through, somebody was there. I was able to find a solution. And a lot of it is because I don't want to depend on nobody. And that's what my brother was saying. Bitch, I'm a call away. You don't ever, he ain't call me a bitch. I did that for myself. But you cry. He literally told me you're crying about the wrong shit. We don't cry about money. I don't cry about money. Answer number 1644. That's dumb shit. That's easy shit. Like, money ain't shit. And that's like, because we put it on so high, like, because, and he had to remind me, like, it's your security. Like, your security is shaken. That's why it's shaking you so much from your core, and that's why God fucking with it a little bit. And it's not because he's fucking with me, it's because he's just trying to show me, like, this is a weakness for you. You find your security in that and not me. So any area in your life where you're experiencing something like that, that's because God is saying you're finding your security in that shit instead of me. And he's going to keep fucking with it until you trust him. So stop worrying. So stop worrying about it. So stop obsessing about it. Stop beating yourself up. Because that's what, I swear to God, y'all, listening to y'all, I was delivered. Because I'm like, damn. Oh, that's why it keeps happening. Because that's where I found my security. And I can't, and I have to stop that. I can't find my security in that no more. And I realize I don't even need that. I realize you think that you need so much money, and you really don't. You can really make it on, shit, I low-key can make it on $100 a week, probably. I don't got my weed. Like, that's my most important thing. And it was like, anyways. But it's like, God is saying, if you just stop putting your security and putting your trust in these things, these worldly things, then you will see that you are blessed right here, right now. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to leave it there. Answer number 1830. Yeah. I think I want to leave it there. Trust God. Trust God in the now. I hear somebody being like, no! Because I don't... Oh, sorry. It's going to fall. I don't think I did. I hardly did any chakra. Any oracle cards. Alright, I'm going to give y'all one oracle and that'll be it. Alright, God. Give us one final message to wrap up this message of worry-free, a blessing of gratitude, and now is the blessing. Yeah, wow. That's why he's saying release control. Focus on what you have control over. I really feel like the key takeaway for this message is the things that you find your security in. If it's not God and if it's not source, then he's going to fuck with it until you start to trust him and let go. Okay. Alright. Yeah, because I feel like that's, like, if I think about it, it's like, damn, yeah, I found a lot of security in my relationship. And, like, you know, the people I was connected to, the organizations that I was tied to, all of that went away. All of that went away. And now lately it's been my finances. And, like, it's been messing with me, but last week my brother really helped me, and this message talking to y'all, it really delivered me. So thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm so grateful for this channel being here. Like, it has just really been like helping me, and like these messages has just been right on time. I'll be honest, sometimes I'll be like, am I just talking to myself? But I guess at the end of the day, that is what a true creator does. I'm not creating from a place of trying to figure out what y'all need. I'm creating from a place from what I need. And it's like, as I give to myself, I can also give to others. Like, that is what it's all about, you know? So many people are trying to create and cater to the market when you should really be creating from a place to need, because if you need it and it helps you, then it will help somebody else, because we're all one. Where the fuck did that come from? Okay, go away. Where did that come from? That was so random. What is this thing doing? Interesting. Okay. Grandmother. The grandmother. I should have ended this message, but whatever, y'all. We here. I really did feel like somebody was like, no, do one. If you did that, like the message. All right. With grandmother energy, you hold the wisdom of the generations. Grandmother, you bring a sense of balance to us with your wisdom. On the waking path, you are so wise that people say you're an old soul. You have good sense. People rely on you for your wisdom. Your love and warmth comes from your experience of having lived through difficult times. You have the ability to hold the soft and hard parts of everyone. You're almighty in your wise course of action in life because you take your time. You rarely make mistakes. Your inner sight creates calmness and forthrightness. Your deep understanding and sound judgment makes you the sage that you are. They feel you have inside information and you won't tell. You can also be seen as severe and difficult, but your deep understanding draws them to you because they can learn some important lessons about themselves. With your wisdom, you help people develop their sensibilities and hold on to their sanity. At the same time, when on the sleeping path, others can perceive you as screwed, crafty, secretive, and maybe mischievous. You may be using your sound judgment in such a critical way that it works against you. You may appear to be misusing your ability to persuade, causing you to appear opinionated. Your critical nature sometimes keeps you outside of the family or community. As you drift along the sleeping path, you can feel as if you are being ignored, and this creates a fear of being erased from the hearts of others. You may even add to this feeling of abandonment by disappearing emotionally or physically. You may feel as though you are suffering from some mistakes in your judgment. Even though you are simply trying to help people, your critical nature can be an expression of your anger at how others see you, or your fear of being seen as difficult. Although you know yourself to be warm, giving, and wonderful, you still might find yourself in a vicious cycle of judging others and having them judge you as insensitive. You really don't want to fulfill the stereotype of a difficult personality, so you may close off or go into the perpetual soul sleeping by withholding your wisdom. Withholding your wisdom will only increase the chances of your own disappearance. Your wise abilities can be used to help you remain in your sagehood. Being critical is an old child-rearing practice our mothers use for discipline. It has a long tradition deriving from old ways that brutal force conformity such as slavery or involuntary servitude. There is no need to tame each other in our relationships. Instead, our energy can be used in creating environments in which tenderness is nurtured and not beaten down for the sake of toughening up. Grandmother, when you deliver your messages of wisdom when it is wanted, you will find yourself more valued and appreciated. Wait to see if someone is asking for your guidance. Trust that everything that comes to your mind does not need to be spoken. At the same time, honor your awareness of the wisdom in your bones as a rare gem of this life. And so I feel like what God is saying to wrap this message up is that God is saying that be mindful of how you are. For one, he's saying live on a daily basis. Do only what you can do and let the rest go. Stop worrying about the opinion of others. Stop worrying about how others see you. God is also telling you to be mindful about if you're being overly critical or if you're giving your opinion when it's not really wanted. Like, everybody don't need to know what you know, and you also don't need everybody to be on the same page that you're on. People are going to live the life that they need to live that's right for them. So instead of focusing on others and it's stuff that you can't control, God is saying focus on yourself, focus on the blessing of now, and release all the focus on the blessing of now and release all the rest, because now is time to be worry free. All right, y'all, that is all the messages I have for you. If you made it to the end of this message, please give me a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe so you will never miss out. Until we meet again, dream those dreams, never let the internet rush you, and never let someone tell you what you cannot do. Angel number 2626. Namaste. See you soon. Bye.